Could King Charles's coronation in May be the most informal in history? Buckingham Palace recently recommended a dress code for the House of Lords, the United Kingdom's upper house of Parliament, and it is likely. Ceremonial dress for members of the House of Lords was first introduced in the late 15th century, and coronation robes were standardized 200 years later. According to the Telegraph newspaper, those attending the coronation were asked to dress more modestly to suit the atmosphere of a diminished ceremony. This means that the usual coronation attire of members of the House of Lords, special coronation robes and crowns, may be replaced by standard business suits or parliamentary stoats, which are used during the annual opening of Parliament. The reason for the change points to the monarch's sensitivity to public attitudes toward the royal family and the desire to avoid excesses during the country's current cost-of-living crisis. Queen Elizabeth II also made a small change in ceremonial attire at her coronation in 1953, allowing members of the House of Lords, also called peers, to replace their crowns with a red velvet cap lined with ermine, the fur of a weasel-like animal called an ermine, called a maintenance cap. However, her and her son's ceremonies may differ not only in attire. During Queen Elizabeth II's coronation, the ceremony at Westminster Abbey lasted nearly 3 hours. It was so long that in the 2018 documentary The Coronation, the late monarch shares with Alastair Bruce of Cryoneik, a Sky News royal commentator, how some peers stuffed their crowns with sandwiches that fell out when the peers put them on during the ceremony. King Charles can avoid this problem, as his ceremony is expected to last just over an hour to reduce the extravagance of the service. Attendance at the two ceremonies will also be significantly different, as King Charles's guest list is said to be much smaller than his mother's.